Troy and Duke in the Birmingham Bowl, the 76 Birmingham Bowl. I think that's a truck stop, 76, unless it's just the number 76 as representation now and wants to sponsor a bowl. I think it's a truck stop. This game will be played in Birmingham, Alabama, not too far from Troy. Noon Eastern on Saturday, as I said. Weather looks pretty good. Troy's a 7.5-point favorite over Duke. There is a lot of news here to get through. Over under, by the way, cross 45. It's down. Total's down to 44.5. Troy, their head coach, John Summerall, he agreed to take the open head coach job at Tulane. Their defensive coordinator, Greg Gasparotto, will serve as the interim coach. And for what it's worth, if you didn't see the news, Notre Dame offense coordinator Gerard Parker will take over full-time following the bowl game. Player news for Troy, not much. They're one of their best linebackers, Jaden McDonald. He is in the transfer portal, but nothing else really from a personnel perspective as of right now for the Trojans. Duke also major coaching changes. Mike Elko left for Texas A&M. Associate head coach Trooper Taylor will serve as the interim. I don't know. Kevin Johns, he might end up at Notre Dame, but he's still at Duke technically. So I think he's still going to be the offensive coordinator.
Yep.
As of now, but he could get poached. I would think maybe Duke is you have like kind of the full circle. You have Gerard Parker going to Troy, who's playing Duke. Kevin Johns could go join Riley Leonard at Notre Dame. The biggest personnel news is with Duke. So you have starting quarterback Riley Leonard. He transferred to Duke. I'd expect Grayson Loftus to start, who played in 7 games. Starting running back Jordan Waters in the portals. Jack Moore, their other running back, he went in the portal, came out. Starting cornerback Brandon Johnson in the portal. Starting edge RJ Oben, portal. I believe he's going to Notre Dame. Starting D lineman Aeneas Peebles, portal. That's 2 of their best D linemen. I also would expect Dwayne Carter to opt out at some point. He took a Senior Bowl invite. Their best linebacker, also in the portal. And then their starting safety and kick returner, Jalen Stinson. He's practicing, but in the portal, so who knows? Their starting center, Scott Elliott, didn't play in the final few games. And then you also have their other starting safety, Terry Moore. He got hurt late in the season. Haven't seen an update on him. And their starting left tackle, Graham Barton, he accepted an invite to the Senior Bowl and will not play in the bowl. A lot of news. So Duke, could be down 11, 12 starters on both sides of the ball and their head coach. You have to question motivation here. I think that's, all of these opt-outs are pretty fairly priced into the line. Duke, you can just have success with short passing. And, with Elko's D, they don't give up a lot of explosive plays. But that's something Troy can have a lot of success doing. And it's just tough for me with all of these opt-outs and Duke down to its backup quarterback to see them consistently moving the ball against Troy. I would lean Troy. It's tough to lay over a touchdown now that the line has moved, but it's Troy or nothing here for me. What do you see in the 76 Birmingham Bowl?
Well, 76 Birmingham Bowl. I think what you said is where I kind of fell on this, which is I don't think I can lay 7.5. Grayson Loftus takes over his starting duties in Week 10 against Pitt. He has an 8-3 TD to INT ratio and an even better 9-3 big-time throw turnover-worthy play. He hasn't been bad. Now, he doesn't run like Riley Leonard, of course. Not many people do. He's only had 7 scrambles for 33 yards. I think it's what's interesting is that he had 16 targets to Jordan Moore in the finale against Pitt. So that's definitely something that you want to keep your eye on there. It seems like he's made his decision on where the go-to guy is going to be. The last 2 games of the year, the offense went heavy pass over rush. And I think that's the thing when you think of Mike Elko's offense that he's had, they've always been above 56% rush rate. And the pass has just been something that they do in passing downs. That completely changed in the last 2 games of the season. Now, Troy has been excellent on cover 3, quarters, cover 1, and Troy has big advantages in third down defense. So it's not like I'm making a case here that Duke can easily cover this game, but it's a different Duke team. I think what you're looking at from season-long statistics, this Duke team really likes to pass now. This quarterback doesn't make a lot of mistakes in Grayson Loftus, but he doesn't run. Now, Troy on the other side, their offense is ultra reliant on explosives. They're top 35 in EPA. They're mid FBS and success rate. I mean, they have to have explosives to get themselves into scoring position. And that Duke 4-2-5 defense prides themselves on not allowing explosives, but they did fall about 50th defensive run and pass EPA. They're above national average in success rate with man blocking concepts. That's Troy on offense. They're just explosive with inside zone. Duke cannot defend inside zone. So Troy is going to have explosives here on the ground.
And they're without probably their 3 best defensive linemen and best linebacker.
Yes. So all that being said, the side I'm probably not going to get involved with. I would take Duke at 7.5, but I'm probably not going to get involved pregame. The over I want. Troy is going to hit explosives here. They're going to get multiple scoring opportunities. But look at the last 2 games of Duke. They love to throw. If you look at Duke's pace, the final 2 games, 26 seconds per play against North Carolina, 22 seconds per play against Virginia, and 27 seconds per play against Pitt. All of them had heavy pass tendencies. All of them are faster than the season-long average of 28 seconds per play. So whatever's going on with the offensive play calling, they're faster and they throw more. The number is really in a dead zone for the total. Key numbers here, 41, 45. We've kind of been hanging on 44.5, drastically down from the 51.5. I would have projected this in the middle of the season, but there could be more opt-outs or coaching news that could drive this down. I'm content with sitting back until Saturday and then taking it over. But this is not the same Duke team. They like to throw more. They like to go faster. So I'm going to take the over here Saturday morning, about 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, one other thing that I didn't note is Jalen Calhoun hit the portal for Duke, their best receiver, or he opted out for the NFL draft. So that was, I mean, there's just a ton of news here.
Hey, if you're playing props, to tag on to that, 16 targets to Jordan Moore from Grayson Loftus, that is his guy. If you can find wide receiver props, that's a heck of a play on Duke.
Yeah, and you also got to hope we'll see. Maybe there's a chance maybe Jordan Moore hits the portal. I don't know, but that would be devastating to the offense if that happens.